Hi, I'm Crystal, and I was recently diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer.
Please lay down your arrows.
I guess back in July of 2012, I had an annual exam, and the doctor noticed a lump.
Tested by the flames, and you can see them melting.
Months before, and I had it. So she sent me to get a sonogram. I got the sonogram, and they said it was just a fibroid. So my doctor told me, that they were just going to monitor it and return back in 6 months to see how it's going. Well, over the course of the 6 months, I noticed that the tumor was getting bigger and bigger, but I wasn't too concerned because my doctor had already said it was fibroid, it was benign, so I was just going to go back at my 6-month appointment and just let them know that it had gotten bigger. So, a couple of weeks ago, I scheduled the appointment and I went in to see her, and she said that it had grown a lot, but this time it wasn't a fibroid. She said it looked like it had changed into a lipoma, which was just it was like just a cluster of adipose tissue, so fatty tissue, and that it was benign and, was nothing really to worry about, but the surgeon may want to just remove it. But she wanted to go ahead and send me in for another sonogram just to make sure. So I went in the very next day and had my sonogram, and I spoke with the sonographer, and I asked her, I was like, hey, has it grown? She was like, I'm not supposed to tell you, but yeah, it's doubled in size. No big deal. So I made an appointment to see the surgeon on the 12th of February, and I went in there, and he did the first exam, and he said, oh yeah, that needs to come out immediately. It's like, I'm concerned because it's grown over the past 6 months, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and just remove it and then biopsy it. So I set up surgery for the following Monday, which was the 18th, and when I came out of my outpatient surgery, my mom came over to me and she said, after I was in recovery, she said, have you talked to the doctor? And I said, no. And she said, well, the doctor said he's concerned that it's cancer. And so at that time, I just started crying because that was like my first real thought that it could have been cancerous. But I just shed a couple of tears, but that was it. And ever since then, I was just waiting. It was just playing the waiting game, and I was just preparing myself for the worst and hoping for the best, and just praying and letting my friends and family know.
To know your maker, to lose your sin.
Thursday, the doctor called me in and said, called me and said to come in to discuss the results, and took my friend and my mom in to the doctor's office, and he just said, yeah, the mass was cancerous, and that I had stage 2 breast cancer. So he told me that I had 2 options. The options would be to, 1, have a mastectomy followed by a reconstruction of my right breast. The other option was to have a partial mastectomy, which would just remove the tissue that was surrounding where the cancerous mass was, and remove my lymph nodes. And then I would have to undergo radiation and chemo. Initially, I thought it would be a little bit, I thought it would be best to just go ahead and get the mastectomy, so that I wouldn't have to do the radiation. But went to my doctor's appointment today with the plastic surgeon to discuss the mastectomy, and he told me there would be at least 3 more surgeries. So I would have the mastectomy and the reconstruction, and then they would have to do an implant, and then I would have pretty much no nipple, no right nipple, until the very end of my process, the very end of the 3rd stage. And so I wasn't prepared to actually undergo 3 additional surgeries. I thought that it was just going to be me getting the mastectomy and the breast reconstruction, and then starting chemo. So that's where I'm at right now. Just trying to weigh out my options, but I'm leaning towards now just doing the partial mastectomy, get my lymph nodes removed, go to radiation, followed by chemo. Seems like it's less downtime, and I won't have to worry about having additional surgeries or going under the knife after this last time. But I decided that I was going to write or do this blog just to promote awareness among young women. I'm only 31 years old, and I have stage 2 breast cancer. I understand that it's not a death sentence, and that I can survive this. So I am going to be recording my journey, and I just hope and pray that you guys will just, support me, follow me, and celebrate with me when I finally beat cancer. So thank you for watching, and I will be back.